Welcome back, everybody, to the second round of the Top 8. This is our fall Top 8 at the Covenant store in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we have a beautiful game, Shirley, against the Baratheons and the Targaryens. We have the Baratheon Iron Throne coming at us, piloted by Matt Phillips. And then on the right, we have Josh Slane with Targaryen, the classic Hollow Hill. And I am joined by...
I'm Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Hi. And this is featuring the patent-pending Covenant hand cams.
Hello. So it looks like Matt sets up here with a refugee, a Veil refugee of note, an Acolyte of the Flame. We also have a sea down there, near a sea, and an Altar of Fire. This is an excellent setup. We know Matt's deck pretty well at this point, and it's impressively good.
These Asai are going to go crazy, man. They just go absolutely crazy. It always terrifies me how truly potent the rush can be on a Baratheon. It's excellent.
Matt's doing he's doing a good little combo here. We got Waste Their Time, Hold On from Joshua Slane plot, and then we have Power of Faith. Looks like that's going to give Matt the initiative, but Josh's going to get to pull one card out of Matt's hand. He looks at them longingly before saying, we've got Mel, we've got another refugee.
It's got to be Mel, right?
Yep. Yeah. And that is going to slow down Matt tremendously.
Yep.
We've seen this deck go off first turn. It's always Mel. It's unopposed challenges. It's wrecking ball stuff, and yikes. So
it's
that's
scary.
a huge opening for Josh there. And borrowed from, I assume, the Bruno House of Pain. I think that's essentially what Josh is playing here.
Totally became popular, well, just even outside the Bruno deck from Worlds after John Bruno started playing it. And it's a great plot, no doubt about it. I think we had been doing ourselves a disservice by not playing it until we were introduced.
Absolutely. So we have, of course, the Baratheons with a reasonable setup here. We'll see what Matt draws into. That's going to be critical. He's got a lot of cheap stuff. Anytime somebody plays Veil Refugee, you know that they're going to be a little bit swarmy because they chose that.
That's right.
They chose to put that in there. Oh man, with that C, he had a perfect Mel.
He did.
Drop.
That's going to hurt a lot.
Veil too. Woo.
Oh man, I'm glad to see that he's running the only game that matters. That's one of my favorite events.
Tons of refugees and some gold. Hello, Swarm.
And this, of course, is a pre-FAQ deck. Since then, this deck is very much illegal, which
very illegal.
Totally required Matt to more or less build it back from the ground up, because those refugees are, as you'll see, kind of a staple for this, especially early game, while he tries to get his economy set up, get those higher cost, unique characters out on the board, and all that kind of a thing. So I think right now he's actually doing a... interesting hybrid deck. I don't know if I have authority or leeway to spoil it, so if Matt ever wants to put a deck list out there, I'll let him do that. Meantime, man, that is just full up on some refugees. It's crazy.
The swarm is unbelievable. And so we also have, looks like Street Wave over there in Joshua's hand, which is going to certainly play a role. Street Wave does terrible great things for Targ, but he's going to have to come back from this. This is a first known winner waiting to happen. I don't know if Josh runs it. I only assume. He's already got a lot of influence on the board.
But with first snow, is that what you want to do? Would you be willing to Valor refugees if they become a problem? Because, I mean, they're just going to bounce to your hand. There's 0 cost. They're going to flood right back out.
I don't know if he's running the plot deck for this, but I would think first snow rule by decree is kind of a Knights of Hollow Hill staple.
Be sufficient, yeah.
Yeah, because those refugees are going to hit the discard pile. You know it.
What if he wins dominance?
So look at this. No characters. But can we assume that there's going to be an ambush here?
I would hope so. I think it's Josh's specialty. We've seen it in previous rounds and in games untold. He just likes to save that influence for the challenges phase, and he'll pop somebody right on in there. Usually like a Dragon Thief, I think, was the perennial favorite for ambushing.
Matt's swinging in here. It looks like an intrigue challenge, and you have to question the only swinging with one character against a burn deck. This is a really easy way to not get a challenge through.
Yep. That's something that I learned early on in my career, playing my Lannister PBJ deck against Zach's burn deck. Anytime you're doing an intrigue challenge, or any kind of challenge really, it has to be more than one character, because it's so easy to get Flame Kissed or Hatchling's Feast, you name it. They have all kinds of options.
I suppose we can assume, I don't know if he did it, but I'm assuming that the holy character is actually participating here as well.
That's true. Forgot about that.
Matt's actually good to go
here. So he probably has 3. Derp. Herp a derp.
It's just assumed. It's always assumed with Power of Faith.
That's right. Now, you can still be stealthed after you ambush, so it's probably better to just kind of say, well...
All right, unoppose. So he's going to get 1 power for unoppose.
There's a Dragon Thief.
Dragon Knight?
Is that Thief? I think it's Dragon Thief.
It's one of them. And or is that the Queen's Knight? That's the one where if you play a knight, he goes back into your hand, I think.
Oh, man. Now, you have officially gotten me confused.
All those ambushy things, you know.
Dragon
if you're watching
this,
this, you
Knight
know what
that.
it is. It's, I think it's Queen's Knight. What's... Is he...
Oh, wait, no, he's using Ultra Fire.
Confession!
No,
or Ultra Fire.
Fire.
Nice.
So he just won the Intrigue Challenge, and then as a response, you can kneel that. Look at his hand. Sorry, we were like, what?
Yeah, we were like, what was that Queen's Knight? Queen's Guard or something.
Ultra Fire, that's a great card. That's one of those cards that I hadn't seen very much in other Asai decks, but Matt totally demonstrated that it's every penny worth its slot, so it's excellent.
Now,
excellent.
I said Confession because I think that Matt is holding Confession.
He might be.
I thought I saw it in his hand, which is interesting with Altar of Fire, so he can actually look and see. So let's see, he did what I assume is a Power Challenge unopposed, Military Challenge unopposed, and then he's going to take Dominance automatically for Iron Throne. So this is a strong start for Power, but we know how Targ Hollow Hill works. The first turn doesn't matter in the least. They're going to burn some stuff down. I mean... What do you do? Threat from the north. He's got a Hatchling's Feast there, so he can totally...
So there's a threat, there's a Valor.
He does have first snow in the
looks
pod
like
deck. He's looking at it.
Gunning for that threat. That's hilarious.
I think it's first snow.
Hand cams. What do we do without them? I don't know. We had to wait until they revealed. That's crazy. Can you imagine? Back in the day?
Yeah, man. The old days. Dark Ages of Thrones. So Josh is definitely dropping first snow and winter here.
That's right.
At least that's what it looked like.
It looked like it, yeah, for sure. Matt going with another Power Faith.
He's got to know that it's going to get bounced, but at least still with 2 holy characters.
That's right.
All right, first snow. Cost 2 or lower is going back to hand after the first challenge. And holy characters are not kneeling to attack. They're also gaining a military icon.
If he saw a Melisandre this phase, it would be the bee's knees. And he doesn't. He's good at Knight of Flowers.
Knight of Flowers is not a bad pull.
Yeah,
here.
pretty good. He just wants the crest on this turn. It sucks to waste it. But he got, what's her face? I can never remember her name.
What's her face?
What's her face? Isn't she the one with the grayscale?
All those random Asai characters, acolytes and disciples,
remember.
This and that.
Yeah, acolyte this,
just
fanatic that,
yeah.
Holy crested something else.
Zealot. There's a zealot.
There's a zealot.
Some kind of a holy zealot. Boom! That's one of the zealots, isn't it?
I believe so. I think that's Zealot of the Light or something
I swear,
like that.
yeah, I swear I've played against this deck a million times.
But it's true. All the names do kind of run together.
If you need to look up cards, just look up anything with the Asai trait, and it's going to be in Mass Deck. There's Watch of the Nightfire.
Yep.
Great Win Dominance, kneel to draw a card.
That's right. He also has Renown.
What?
That's right. It's nuts. It's nuts. So this is pretty much a classic Bara Rush right now. It's not quite up to full speed just because it's missing the critical piece of Melisandre, which he would have had otherwise.
Much and more.
Ooh. This could be good. What if he drew like 5 Melisandres?
He'd be cheating. DQ. Looks like a Laughing Storm, Smuggler's Cove over there. Oh, Meraxes is going to be a big deal here.
It will be.
Jogo, I have to assume that Josh is going to go with Meraxes, but he's not. Jogo. Card draw either way. Whatever. However you want to look at it. Now, Matt's still going to have 4 characters on the board here after this first snow, so this is interesting. Although Josh has so much influence right now, really. 2 from the Thing, 2 from the Fiefdoms, looks like 2 from the Great Pyramid, and 1 from the Sea. That's crazy.
4,
That's
6,
7.
8. That's 7, yeah, actually. I knew it was 7, but
Game of math.
Doing that little rhyme shtick is just too much fun.
Matt has to beat him early here. This is the grand lesson about Baratheon decks, especially anything against Targaryen Hollow Hill. It's only getting worse. The economy's getting worse every single time.
Well, yeah,
every turn.
Exactly right. You have to beat Rush early, or
look at all that influence.
or you have to take the wind out of their sails early. So I actually played Matt's revamped deck of kind of a similar theme over the weekend, and he about had me. I think he got up to 13 power. I was at 0, but was able to turn around and win. But it was terrifying how fast it moved. Absolutely terrifying.
Street Wave and Jogo. So we've got some Claim Soak. Gonna use the Street Wave. Looks like a Much and More. That Queen's Knight. I'm almost sure it's the Queen's Knight and Hatchling's Feast. Ooh. No good choices. You always give him much and more, though.
It is Queen's Knight, you're correct.
We know it. It's much and more. Come on, Matt. We
know it. Choose it, Matt. Choose the right one.
We know it. It's always much and more.
He's thinking about it, yeah.
Always much, you never want it, but it always is.
Ooh, getting the knight back. We are surprised. What?
Here comes a 3-strength Tricon out of nowhere, which is kind of a bummer because if you look at Josh's hand, he doesn't have any characters.
That's
in there.
right.
So you
what you see is what you get.
I'm sure would have played much and more again. Probably got one. So I don't know. Do you always do much and more? I can never decide. That street wave is such a problem.
That's true.
It's like, oh, that's not going to hurt me, but then it's like, oh, they get whatever they want. But at least you get a card too.
So here comes first challenge. Bouncins.
Everything with a, ooh, he's only keeping 3. I guess that is 2. That Acolyte was 2.
Yep. So 2 costs or lower, or under.
Boom!
Yeah, lower under.
Queen's Knight.
Hey, didn't see that coming. Oh, wait, we did.
Boom.
So, sorting it out.
I assume an intrigue challenge. Assuming an intrigue challenge.
You always lead with intrigue.
So he's going to intrigue, and then he's going to alter a fire. Boom! No heart. That is the only way to stop Targ Hollow Hill right there, is to get rid of their hand.
That's right.
You've got to get rid of their hand.
Because they will just burn, burn, burn. Would you say Targ has better, like, dollar for dollar, pound for pound cards than even Greyjoy? Because I usually give that to Greyjoy or Martell.
Hard to say.
Moving on.
Targ's cards, you don't just look at and be like, oh, these are great. We got a stealth there. But there's a military challenge.
That's right.
Yep. Claim. Blocked with Queen's Knight. Claimed Queen's Knight. Targ's cards are just so synergistic with each other. The influence, the way they spend it, the way it jumps in, and all the effects with that. Power Challenge looks like it goes unopposed, and I'm going to claim one there.
That's right.
Imagine if Mel was out. The game would be over, man.
Holy smokes. Yeah, that waste their time was essential.
It was the single play of the game. And auto dominance, boom. After you win dominance, draw a card. Boom. I don't think you even have to...
It's crazy, yeah. He probably would have won the game by now. So that's 2 extra power for dominance.
2 dominances.
What? 6 for renown.
Unopposed?
Yeah, unopposed. It's crazy. It would have been over for sure. So, good plotting on Josh's part.
Or would he have killed her with a Valor?
Ooh.
Probably so. It would have been a tasty Valor.
That's right.
So Jogo didn't get to do anything, but now Matt's out of Power of Faith. So things.
But Matt also has that narrow escape.
Things get a little bit different. We've got a 7 power. He wanted Mel here. He didn't quite get enough going here, I don't think, to really cruise into an early victory against Targ. This is going to turn into a slugfest. I can call it from a mile away. The only thing, Josh just needs to not draw any good cards.
That's right. That is the rule. And what's worse here is that this is the last place Matt wants to be. He knows that he needs to cruise out there early and knock her out. But, man, he's got a lot of discarding to do.
Yeah. Classic first snow in a rule by decree. I called it without ever watching the game beforehand. Isn't that crazy? It's almost like we play it.
Yes, I would, Kent.
Oh, man. Tough choices. Man, you got to see how those refugees go. It's sad. It's so sad. Yeah, only game that matters.
Oh, man. Only game. I love that card
but
so
it just doesn't
much.
matter. What? Here, look at my
Peruse
hand.
my discards. I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah, you're going to see him. So you got 9 of Flowers and looks like a bunch of events. You know what events he's got over there? These hand cams are great.
They're great. So it looks like... Wait.
Whoa, what a good draw. Sir Jorah and company?
Yeah.
I guess then again, he's probably looking for events here. It's not his threat turn, though, so reasonable.
Yeah, it's tolerable. Ooh, but the Laughing Storm. And another Altar of Fire.
Another Altar of Fire is a big deal. Woo! Oh, that's a big deal. Especially he's got initiative coming in at 9.
It's nuts, dude.
There's 9 of Flowers. Now that could single-handedly win him the game here if all things go according to what I assume are his plans and another Altar of Fire. This is Targ's worst nightmare right here. Josh has to stop the Intrigue Challenge. Looks like there's 2 only game that matters and a narrow escape in Josh's hand.
So we kept those events, which is actually kind of smart because generally Targaryen doesn't have... If it's not a Tricon, it's going to have either just an Intrigue icon or military and power.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's the exception.
That's the last thing that Matt wanted to see. That's going to open up a lot of options for Josh.
Oh, and a Khal Drogo in Josh's hand. What?
Drew his card because he ambushed in the company. And
oh, man.
Now, Cal's going to get hit by that only game that matters, and that's going to be okay for Matt. The key here, he has to win the intrigue challenge here.
He does. It's imperative, which he should. He's got a stealth.
He should. Looking at his opponent's board, though, you've got to think he's holding a Hatchling's Feast, he's holding this or that. You've got to think it's bad.
Whoa,
he's got a hard
cast. Cal.
He knows he's losing it anyway. So Josh is basically saying, I can't win the intrigue challenge.
That's right.
Which is probably quite a relief for Matt.
It's true.
Second Altar of Fire, though, has turned up to be useless.
Useless. It only costs one. It's not a huge deal.
You've got to ask the question. I guess it is only one. You may as well play it if you got it.
Yeah, totally.
You're going to win dominance anyway.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
All right, now the hard decision of actually kneeling characters. Doesn't usually have to make this decision. Usually turn 3, the game's over.
Yeah. So he's leading with the intrigue. I'm going to bet. Use that stealth. Ooh, still wary of the burn.
Still wary, yeah, you have to be. With this much influence open and 1 card in hand. And he's like, okay, whew.
See ya.
All right. 9 power so far. I got 1 in the Renown on the Watcher over there. And now, can Knight of Flowers kind of single-handedly do something here?
What's his special text?
He essentially doesn't kneel to attack whenever there's no cards
that's
in shadows.
right. I always forget that.
Which is why he kind of flopped that out.
Yep.
Company of the Cat blocks. All right, get him down at least.
That's right.
And then he's going to do a power challenge. It looks like that's going to go unopposed.
That's right. The old power, which is actually kind of one of the Achilles heels of one of these early rush decks, if I could start talking properly, is that their success early on in the game can kind of be to their detriment if it goes on to a slug match, because guess who doesn't have power to take? Oh, your opponent, because you've been winning all the challenges.
Yeah, this is really slowing Matt down, the fact that he doesn't get anything off. There's a couple power challenges now. He's got nothing.
Yep.
And that would be really the game winner right now. He's sitting at 11 power.
Yep. So it can buy both
Jogo's
ways.
coming in, stealthing the Knight of Flowers. Probably a military challenge. Could be a power challenge. We're going to only game that matters this. No
Boom.
doubt. Yeah. See ya. No strength.
It was accepted, which, worse yet, means no card draw.
Here we have another challenge, stealthing. And we're going to only game that matters. That one.
Boom.
See ya.
Big deal right there. Big deal. Josh
no
cannot
challenges.
be happy about that.
And dominance automatically going to Matt at 12 power. Here we go. This is the turn right here.
Yep, gotta win now.
Matt, you've got to do
Will
it here.
Josh Valor?
Josh actually has a board for once. I don't know. Matt's sitting at what, 2 cards?
That's right.
I think this is a pretty safe Valor for him.
He's got threat primed. Valor is getting some love. Search and detain.
I think you've got to Valor. I don't know. You keep Jogo on the board. You clear him out. You've got all this influence. You're getting 2 cards. Jogo's going to draw you more cards. Matt's got, what, two cards in hand?
Yep. I could totally see Matt doing. I didn't see what he might have selected, but Shadows and Spiders might be a good choice for him.
Yeah. It would be especially good if you saw the only game that mattered.
It's true.
Right?
Gotcha.
No? Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Huh? What?
Probably not.
So, Shadows and Spiders into Valor.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's almost like we're getting good at this.
That's right. So, it drops Matt down to 10 power.
Narrow escape.
Oh,
excellent.
Snap. Josh will discard. Oh, he doesn't have a hand. He doesn't have a hand.
Excellent.
He doesn't have a hand.
Ouch. Man.
I mean, I would discard.
I would discard my 0 card hand. So, wow. That's so huge.
It is huge.
The one thing that he had to have, he had it, and he knew he had it.
And
he grabbed Rinley. He grabs a Rinley.
Oh man, it's GG at that point. Oh man, because there's so much renown on the board.
And he's got a confession in hand. Right now, he's got a confession in hand.
That's nuts. That is nuts. Well played, Matt. Well played. And that's how you should be using Narrow Escape. If you're going to run it, you need to do everything you can to try to keep your opponent in the position where they have no cards in their hand. Altar of Fire certainly helps with that tremendously. And a Confession is played. Holy smokes.
Look at this weird Baratheon control deck. 2 ambush from the plains
really
and long
good.
lances.
It is really good.
Talk about a draw, though.
He's probably going to take them all long lances, I would imagine.
Ambush from the plains is a big deal.
Is that out of deck, though?
It's discard pile.
Discard pile.
Or maybe discard pile or hand, I think.
I can't remember.
It's one of those weird targets. I'm sorry, Targ players. I know this is one of your absolute babies. But yeah, this is great. You don't want long lances out there with 2 ambush from the plains. Excellent choice. That leads to too many shenanigans. And Matt's going to, I think, probably do his best to seal it. Again, if he just gets the intrigue challenge off, he's going to force those ambush from the plains out of Josh's hand. And Josh can't do anything without gold.
And what's worse is that Josh might very well be in a position where he won't have any kind of strength to even get an offensive intrigue challenge off. So it's not looking good. Not looking good.
No, like I said, on a 0 claim, he can't even get any power off the house here.
That's right. This is the worst, the absolute worst for
And
Josh.
important to know, he has to win an intrigue challenge to do anything.
Yep.
And with Matt having Watcher, Rinley, and even that Acolyte.
Forget about it.
That's a Dragonstone convert. Ah! Yes!
Yeah, it's got stealth.
Whew!
It's crazy, right?
Finally. Man, it came to me.
Oh, okay.
I just kept calling him the Acolyte.
I didn't know what you were referring to. I thought you were talking to the other card. But yeah, that is a Dragonstone
now,
convert.
this could be a potentially giant mistake. Knowing that Josh has ambush from the plains, only swinging with 1 character. Street Wave comes in.
Not a huge upset, unless he has more coming out. Does he?
Could...
Token defense.
Ambush again.
Ambush.
We saw that coming.
Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Wait for it. He's thumbing through. Sir Jorah. It's gotta be old. Who? Gotta pick one. Pick your favorite. The prettiest.
And I know recruitment, I believe, is like a mercenary or something. I think ambush is any Targ character.
Is it Dothraki, I thought.
Oof.
But I could be wrong.
We don't play Targ.
I don't play Targ.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just sit back there and say, just whatever you're doing.
Yeah, well, scouting vessel. Yeah, well, naval escort.
Long lances. And unfortunately, cannot stand anything.
Is it a mercenary or Dothraki? I don't know.
Nah.
Who knows?
I think it's just a Targ character.
Is it?
Yep.
Dang, that's good.
Streetwave puts in the back of my hand. Oh, man. Matt, you got to win it this turn.
How about an ambush from the plains?
You got to win it this turn.
Man, that old long lance has found its way onto the board. You can't stop it. It's crazy.
You can't stop it. And what's he going to choose?
I don't know.
Will we find out? Is he looking? Is this a weird tense moment where he is... they're taunting one another.
Well, that was just the opposition, I think. So.
I see.
I don't know if he has any cards in his hand anymore. He doesn't. He used both of his.
See.
Yeah. So he used both of his ambushes. No cards in hand. No claim. No unopposed. Moving on to the next challenge, which will probably be military, and it's opposed. But did Josh forget that he needs to win an intrigue to do any challenges? Maybe.
0 claim. I don't think he cares terribly much.
Probably. But he could at least get some, I don't know, something, I don't know.
Power. It's opposed, but he's still going to win it. So 1 for a noun, none off the house, and he's going to claim 1 auto from Dom.
That's right. Putting
Leaving
him
him
back up to 12.
That will put him at 12 power unless Josh has challenges, but I assume he doesn't have any because he can't win an intrigue challenge. And he says, what? Matt says, whoa!
Whoa!
Shadows and spiders, brah.
So Josh did forget. Whoopsie doodle. That happens sometimes. I forget that on occasion.
All right. So the Valor's out of the way. We still have threat from the north to deal with.
Moving on to our 5th plot here.
Matt was playing it very safe there. I think he could have swung in with the Watch of the Nightfire on that challenge as well.
It's true. It's true. I'm surprised he didn't do anything with Renly.
He's high level. He's high level. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I guess he was anticipating the counterstroke on intrigue. But it didn't come. It couldn't have come. So, many powers.
Many powers and threat.
And
Excellent.
Threat. Well done.
Excellently matched.
So what holy character is dead that he wants?
Man,
I don't think there is any. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
The key here is what is Josh going to draw? That's going to be critical importance.
If he gets a Hatchling's Feast, dude, GG.
Yeah, that's going to be a swing if I've ever seen a swing.
Swinging. And it's all characters, right, for threat?
All right, Josh, what do you got?
What do you recall?
Long Lances and the Titan's Bastard. He's got a ton of characters. Not what he wanted.
Yep.
Not what he wanted. He wanted burn here. He needed a Hatchling's Feast. He needed some kind of event.
But he didn't see it.
Matt's going to play out some econ.
Rose Road, or what is that? Maybe Ocean Road? Not Ocean Road.
I assume he's going to get the Laughing Storm out here. Now, Matt's got to just be sick with worry as to what is in Josh's hand right now.
That's right.
You look at that hand and your brain automatically goes to, burn everywhere.
Yeah.
But we know, in fact, that there is no burn.
Laughing Storm.
Laughing Storm, man, what a board.
It is well developed.
Watching the Nightfire is critical for this deck.
Mm-hmm.
That card draw is critical.
All right.
I don't even know
another
if
wave.
Yeah. I don't even know if Matt triggered it last time.
Why is the wave even out?
Ah!
Whoopsie doodle.
The wave should be dead.
Or discarded.
Discard.
Discard.
Threat from the north. Are they going to catch it?
Nope. They will not.
Yikes.
Whoopsie doodle.
That's a big deal.
These things happen sometimes, but they happen. Just got to roll with it. I can't remember the last time I saw a perfect game played. I mean, there's errors to be found.
Well, let's look at this.
So, let's...
Game of Thrones isn't exactly the most streamlined
and
elegant rule set.
It's not.
It's kind of like the Firefly, to be honest with you. It runs on love, primarily.
I wish that were true.
And we do love it. We do.
Oh, man. But that's a game changer right there.
Long Lances, we're going to stand him up and still discard him.
It's still Street Wipe. Man, this is huge. This is crazy. He shouldn't even be there. I mean, let's make sure we aren't missing something. Are we? I don't think so.
Are we missing anything plus strength or something?
Anything that's plus strength?
Nope, they caught it. They caught it. Yeah.
Wait, but...
He put both those cards back in his discard.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
So those shenanigans are over.
Shenanigans over.
Titans Bastards coming out.
There you go. This looks legal.
All right, Matt taking a look at this guy here. Hey, I've never seen that. He's in the core set. No one
hey,
plays
look,
those
another
cards
Targaryen Tricon. Yay! He can do everything. He slices, he dices.
So we've got 12 power showing on the board over here from Matt. Josh has been kept to 0 the entire game. We need to see... So, you know, how much renown does he have on the board? He's got Renly, he's got Watcher, and he's got Knight of Flowers.
That's right.
All he needs to do is win a challenge with those 3, which he can't do based on the icon spread. But he can't do it all at once, but he can do it in separated into 2 different challenges.
Yeah.
And he's really staring at that Acolyte in his hand. Look at that. He's like, man,
it's true.
What's she doing down there? Should I play her next turn?
It's true. But he's got a stealth with Dragonstone Convert. He's got Renown on the Watcher and Renly, so he could stealth, get an unopposed intrigue. No, wait, I'm sorry. I forgot the Titan came out. So he does have 2 guys with intrigue icons and only 1 stealth. Man.
I don't know that there's a way out of this.
I don't think so.
For Josh. But Matt knows that if he screws up his challenge declaration here, he will likely miss his opportunity.
And worse yet, he knows that he's going to have to Valor himself eventually.
That's so true.
Which
and he doesn't have many powers now.
Hate. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks when you have to Valor yourself. Because generally that will more or less kill your own.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end. All right, taking his time. I like this play here. I like the very, okay, let's just chill out. We've got 12 power.
Will you just take it easy?
Playing against Josh is terrifying, right? You know he's got something. He's always got something. And he's playing a Targ deck.
And he always has something in the challenge phase. That's the worst part. It's like, usually you can go into challenges and say,
1,
okay.
2. So we've got an intrigue challenge. We're going to stealth the Company of the Cat.
Okay.
I think it's Company, right?
We're
going to oppose to the Titans Bastards, and here, you're expecting
it
right
comes,
here. Oh,
here
comes the thing.
The wrong rances.
No.
He stands.
Yeah. And he's going to win the challenge. So challenge goes to Matt, and that is, he was like catching his feast. It's coming. No.
That would have been disastrous.
All right, so 1 renown there. Boom.
It's up to 13.
Done.
Yippee!
No cards in Josh's hand. That's why he
worst
ambushed
part
it out.
is Josh's board is looking great right now, but it's so close in Matt's favor. He could probably pull it out with a power challenge. So close.
Now he knows Josh has no cards in his hand. What you see is what you get with this board. It's a simple math equation. Can he win?
Add up the strength. Does it blend?
Can he win the challenge? I'm looking at it And let's see, we've got 3 on Knight of Flowers. We can just cut out Threat from the North. 3 Knight of Flowers, 3 on the Zealot. I think that's 4 on Ridley, if I'm not mistaken. And 3 on the Knight of Flowers. So what is that, 9 plus 4? 13? This is what's going through Matt's head right now. 13, and he's got 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Woo!
But it's -5 on Josh's side, so it does matter on threat.
Indeed.
Because he has more characters being affected by it.
Only 4 on the power challenge, both ways. Boom!
Wait, I see 5 with power on Josh's side.
Where?
Long Lances,
There they
Titan,
are.
Long Lances, Jogo, and Cal.
Ugh,
5.
nasty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ha, 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 ha.
We know Matt knows he's winning dominance, right?
Yes. Let's hope.
He's got 13 on the board.
But what's crazy is that even if he only gets to 14, which it should be a guarantee, more or less,
This is the key.
he can't let Josh take any away from him.
9 of Flowers, opposed military by Company of the Cat. So that doesn't do anything for him.
Correct.
That's not what he wanted at all. Not at all what he wanted. But
So the
What
math
else
is
could he
still
do?
the same. Intrigue challenge. Now it all rides on the power.
and we know there's no funny stuff here.
No funny stuff.
No funny business. Ah, man. Matt, what are you going to do?
We don't know. He's got to just believe in himself. That's usually what those inspirational movies would have you believe as well. Oh man, here it comes. Everybody kneels. Except Knight of Flowers.
Everybody kneels.
Valor do Nihilus.
He does have 1 deadly on that Laughing Storm.
And that's it.
And they're saying it's not enough. And I'm sure there's a reason.
And I think Josh just got tired of it. So Knight of Flowers and Renown.
I think there was a tie, actually.
Yeah.
Because of the 5.
Yeah, you're right.
5 thing, and then...
I know this is top 8.
I
All
didn't
right.
have my calculator.
Well, so next time, bring your abacus. So there you have it. A defeat of the pretty classic now Targ Hollow Hill by the Baratheons, the house that everyone somewhat complains about, kind of the whipping boy of thrones. Matt has chosen to make it his own, and he has shown us a kind of a good lesson here in how to run Baratheon and run it well.
That's right.
So thank you guys for watching. If you want to support what we're doing here with these videos, head on over to the store, teamcovenant.com/store. We got house packs, we got
Singles,
core sets. If you want to get
subscriptions,
started, if you want to
deluxe
keep
expansions.
going, chapter packs, everything you could want.
And every order comes with a personally handwritten thank you note.
So stay tuned for more videos on this YouTube channel, and we will catch you next time.
Peace.